Okay, guys, this is what I was talking about on Patreon earlier today. This is what I think I sent out a tweet as well. What happens now with the Cincinnati Bengals offense? You have the best wide receiver in the draft coming in. You have Jamar Chase, who we will get to as an overall prospect. But at this point, we're looking at it and we're going, you know what? I mean, it's getting crowded. They have T. Higgins, who profiles to be a prototypical X wide receiver. He profiles to be someone that's on the boundaries. And so does Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase has size. He has athleticism. He really has everything that you would want to see. Now, the question is, what are you going to be seeing between the difference in targets between a T. Higgins and a Jamar Chase? I don't exactly know what we are going to be expecting, just because, like I said, they play the same role. This is different than a field stretching wide receiver, like just say a Jalen Waddle being added to the New York Giants with Kenny Golladay playing X. No, they look like they play the same role. Maybe they just play on different sides of the field and they're both playing on the boundaries with Tyler Boyd running over the middle. I mean, Jamar Chase, you do have that elite level speed. So I guess that is what you are going to be seeing. Maybe he transitions to be a little bit more of that guy running deeper routes down the field. But if you're looking at a Jamar Chase, I mean, he has everything. He has the athleticism. He does have that elite speed like we just talked about. And what is fantastic is not only does he have the speed, but very few wide receivers in this draft have prototypical size. And that's what you have with Jamar Chase. He has the size where he can be an alpha wide receiver in an NFL offense. So, of course, that's going to be something that you want to see. Now, Mike asking buy low on T. Higgins. Let me know what y'all think about that. Let me know if y'all are going to be buying low on T. Higgins, because I don't know if I see it, just because with T. Higgins, like I said, I mean, you're going to be expecting a significant amount of targets going over to Jamar Chase. And in that scenario, what is T. Higgins' overall upside going to be? Can this be a 2019 situation that you had with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with both Chris Godwin and Mike Evans? Maybe T. Higgins is playing the Mike Evans role, and you have Jamar Chase being a little bit more of the Chris Godwin, a little bit more of an athletic wide receiver that can play all over the field. Maybe they can run a little bit of deeper routes. But Mike is also saying, should have taken Sewell. Burrow is going to get killed. RIP. Real quick, guys, I will say that, I mean, if we are talking about the way that defenses have to go up against the Bengals now, they can't bring as much pressure. So yes, the offensive line isn't going to be as good, but at the end of the day, they're going to have to be keeping safeties back. So of course, they're going to be getting at Joe Burrow, but maybe the addition of Jamar Chase lets Joe Burrow get rid of the ball a little bit earlier on. Maybe you actually have Burrow being a quarterback that doesn't see that pressure now that there are two elite options on the outside and defenses just can't consistently send the blitz. Now, if we were talking about Jamar Chase, I just want to mention why he is the solidified wide receiver one in this class. And that is not necessarily because of his athleticism, because athleticism is something that we've talked about over and over and over again. The fact that it doesn't translate directly over to fantasy production. It doesn't translate directly over to wide receivers winning at the NFL level, because it's a little bit more about skill. It's a little bit more about technique at the wide receiver position. But what you do have with Jamar Chase is you have the fact that Jamar Chase was so productive in 2019. Now in 2019, he was playing alongside Justin Jefferson. He was playing alongside Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Terrace Marshall, a wide receiver that I'm hoping we see go in round one. So you can't look at his stats and just completely look at him in a vacuum. You have to keep in mind the context that they were in. They were in the best offense that we have ever seen in college football, and they were alongside Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson was a year older than Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase actually outproduced Jefferson, receiving more yards and touchdowns to go along with it. So yeah, Jamar Chase, I think that this makes him still the wide receiver one in the class. This is a great landing spot. Joe Burrow is now going to be considered an elite option in fantasy. I don't want to call Joe Burrow the favorite to lead the league in passing yards, but I think he has to be top 5 in that category. Now that we know that he's on a team that will consistently air the ball out, and he has two elite options to